Reverend Douglass was burdened by the needs he saw on the streets of Washington, D.C. His burdens were shared. Men were just wandering on the streets of D.C., no aid available to them. They soon found refuge at Central Union Mission. The year was 1884. Central Union Mission is now the oldest social service in Washington, D.C. Many of the men on the streets of D.C. are war veterans. For those who want more than food, a shower, and a bed, can find it through Central Union Mission's many programs of recovery. Mrs. Bennett worked alongside her husband, and in 1916 a new crisis came by the way of a phone call that was not only to change Mrs. Bennett's life, but to open a whole new ministry for the mission. The need was to bring assistance and blessings into the lives of thousands of boys and girls. The Children's Emergency Home was established. For 46 years, ending in 1962, the Children's Emergency Home met the needs of D.C. when there was no social service agency to give aid to women and children in distress. Just a short 45-minute bus ride from the mission in the countryside of Maryland is Camp Bennett. Just over 200 acres, Camp Bennett has been a respite for children since 1934. The Children's Emergency Home would take children for 2 weeks out of the city to play in the countryside at camp. Currently, the Children's Ministry has a summer camp program. For 5 days, the children have a structured program led by counselors. However, during all this fun, godly principles are taught. There are 64 children per week. They are divided by age and gender. These groups do everything together for 5 days. Team building is another core principle taught at camp.
I need a rock or something put over.
Individual awards are earned. However, every child needs to be a winner. Each child earns a religious gold medal for their participation at camp. The children go home with tears in their eyes. and their memory bags are full of camp memorabilia, and their hearts are full of the love of the Lord. Central Union Mission's legacy began with serving the wandering men on the streets of Washington, D.C. Over time, the mission now serves the community by meeting the needs of the poor with our food, clothing, and furniture distribution, our senior citizen outreach, our Hispanic family ministry, and our children's ministry, which is more than just Camp Bennett.
Central Union makes a way out of no way, basically through God, and I appreciate it. I appreciate them, everything that they do for us.
By partnering with Central Union Mission, you will enable us to continue to serve the needs of the poor.